Hello, my name is Ralph and this is a short video about hypnotherapy. I decided to make a video because I believe that the choice of picking a therapist to work with should be an intuitive choice. Your body should feel relaxed with the person that you work with, otherwise it's not going anywhere. So now you get at least a little idea about who I am. Okay, so hypnotherapy, what is it? And would it be useful for you? I think many people have this idea about hypnosis that it's scary because all these stories you see people on TV being hypnotized and they forget what they've been. So in my reality of therapeutic hypnosis, I work in general with a quite light trance state. It means that you will be in a trance state, which means that you will be helped by your trance state to not overthink everything, so you can actually get in contact with the subconscious processes and parts of you that are actually ruling your life, whether you like it or not, whether you know this or not, is happening. And but why I choose to work with a not so deep trance state is because it is very helpful, in my opinion, that you, with your conscious mind, can still remember what you actually experienced, and that you can actually experience that what I'm saying, that there's more parts of you that you might not be aware of, that it's actually true, and you will experience this by yourself. So I think that is a very helpful part of it. So this idea of not knowing what happened, this fear, I don't think it would be necessary because you will know what has happened. So most of you, I think, who would be interested in working with hypnotherapy have already some experience in therapy, whatever form. And usually the therapy form that is mostly used is cognitive therapy. And so what does it mean? It means with analyzing your thoughts, you get to understand how you think and actually might be the cause of your own depression by the way you think. So it is a super useful thing to do, to understand your cognitive processes. And most of the time, it's not enough to understand these things in order to change anything, or at least to fundamentally change something, especially when things are already going on for a long time, because basically what happens is that you have created at some point in your life a strategy that made you feel safe for some reason, and that's something that you hold on to, and it's based on a belief that you started believing in that time. And because you keep on repeating your own pattern of behavior or thoughts, you keep on being proven right that it is so. So basically it's a self-perpetuating circle that is very hard to break without first getting in contact with the part that is actually trying to save you and protect you by keeping this circle alive. So anything that is a bit deeper than a surface level habit will, in my opinion, be very, very much easier, or maybe the only way to actually change it would be to contact it in a trance state, in whatever form it is. And yes, so, and we're talking about change. I mean, like this is, I think many people nowadays have a lot of self-knowledge, and that's great. There's so many self-help books and stuff, but in order for us to really like go into a change process, in general, it is very helpful to work with someone who is skilled with that and also can actually see you and hear you. And I think one of the things that I find super important, and that's why I've studied nonviolent communication for the last few years, is just the simple fact that my presence in your process can already help your body to open up, to feel safe, so the self-healing process can start. So basically, unless you are super trained as a meditator and you have this enormous skill to be present for your own things fully and without any judgment, it will be much more easy to work with someone like me, because the change will happen, and what you need is just presence, my presence and my skills to go through these processes. So what skills do I use? What techniques do I use? I use things like EMDR, which is a very famous, well-known technique. It is well-known because it's actually taken from the alternative scene and brought into regular therapy in a protocoled type. This is what EMDR is, a very strict protocol. And in my opinion, it's nice, it's a good protocol, and at the same time, we are not statistics. No one is gonna fit exactly into any of the categories that a protocol can have. The protocol contains certain sentences that work better than other sentences, so this one should be used and not that one. While, well, maybe this one works better with you and this one works better with me, because we're not the same person. And I think what makes a hypnotherapist a very good person to do also EMDR with is that we are trained to listen to your subconscious, to your language, and I'm not going to force your subconscious to accept my words. I will go with your words. So what it means is that in this process, there will not be this resistance between me and your subconscious working. So when it doesn't feel resistance, it will much quicker go through the process that it needs to go through. It's just as simple as that. So so EMDR is one of the techniques. I also work with regression technique therapy, which is basically, you can work with going back in time to where an event has happened. This is can be a powerful technique. Working with parts, so part of your personality could be your judgment part versus your fearful part, could be, depends on what is active in you. And working with a child inside is a very common thing, because it's in general, our habits that we have now that we don't find beneficial anymore, they are caused by a part in us that is still believing something that it makes, that it feels panicky, that it feels so afraid that it needs to hold on to this strategy. So in general, this is a child. That's why they call it child work. Yes, well, these are the main things that I wanted to share. It's a bit longer video than I had planned. I hope that you did watch it anyway, and I welcome you very much to contact me for more information, or you can look at my website, and I look forward to working with you.